Good morning. How we doing? How we doing? Look at this, bro. Are you serious? I pulled my order because we didn't get tapped in right here. I wanted a limit to go back lower off this 4-hour closure. Can you believe that? Consolidation high swept on some BS right here. So close. I mean, look at this. Really? Oh well. Might want to come back up at open. Who knows? Imbalance overlapping. Little sell model, you know? Trying to take it down here to the projections. But it's whatever, bro. I didn't want to trade today anyways. I didn't want to trade today anyways. Whatever. How we doing? It's Friday. Maybe we'll get something at open like this. Maybe we push the button right at open on some volatility. We'll see. Everything's kind of in sync, which is nice. So, we shall see. But I mean, the 15-minute doesn't look bad. 30-minute close below here as well. We shall see. Wacky week. I mean, yeah, a down week. Consolidation kind of on Monday. I thought we'd sweep these highs out. We didn't. Big down day Tuesday. And ever since then, the overnight drop, we kind of just been in this wacky ass range. This wacky range. Just making lower lows. I told you we'd come back down here to these lows. It just happened overnight. So, yeah. Bears close off that daily imbalance right here. So now we're in a candle 3 to the downside. That's already pretty much expanded a little bit to these lows. I'm just hoping we don't get chopped this morning. This 15-minute setup is looking really good. This high. Close below. We almost retested me in. But I pulled my order for now. You're horrible when it comes to trading consolidations, losses and losses. I'm not sure what your strategy is, but if you're trading anything like me, this is not a consolidation model. This is a model that requires continuations. So when you're consolidation, you don't have a lot of follow through. You don't have a lot of continuation. So you're going to lose. So you need to understand what conditions this model thrives in and which ones it doesn't. Make sense? As the title says, mechanical model that actually works in the right market conditions, right? But obviously, I wanted to short NASDAQ because it looks the weakest currently. Nice projections lining up with current low a day. This is Asia low, by the way. Overnight run in Asia. Market opens up, runs lower, retracement. Now we're kind of expanding off that. About to take out London low here. So yeah, I was hoping to get in a trade like right when I started the stream. I was hoping that this 9 o'clock candle we'd start. I probably would have skipped the intro if that was the case. And just, I want to see 9 o'clock come up into this. Take us lower. And here's the hourly. A little inversion here. Yeah, we're about to hit London lows. Watch us hit these like wicks. Right? We're hitting them now. Yeah, my bias is bearish. Just based on the daily closure. The overall structure of what we've done. Crazy micron earnings. Crazy move back down off that. Kind of just keeping the lower highs going. Lower lows. I kind of want to like test my luck with the a limit at 930 here. If we just pop up real quick. We'll see. I mean, it could just dump in the next 20. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. This is so bad. Get me out of this. Please. One only bum says, I traded my own. I've learned so much from you and also gotten me to a point where I made 10K monthly just from trading. Nice. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Speaking of ADR, we're down here. I've had it with these overnight expansions, man. This wasn't bad. It's just went straight down. Like, good luck getting a piece of this. 1 minute stops for like 100 handles. Oh, no, I think we could move today still off this retracement. Really watching this low. Current low a day. 4-hour structure still bearish. Ruben. Why didn't I sell here on a market? Because I wanted a limit order instead for better RR. Almost got it. Didn't get it. It's whatever. What's the indicator I use for ADR? It's in the Discord. It's average range levels pro by 2 degrees. There's a few videos in the Discord. All free. You go check out how I have my chart set up, my indicators I use, how I journal. It's all in there. Yeah, I'm still trading personal account. Amp Live. Logged in. Uh, 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 I need a drink. Yeah, that song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Here's the thing about gold. It's still in this bearish order flow. So like I'm not really looking to long it. I'd rather just play the reaction off this. Equal lows down here. Remember yesterday we mentioned the SMT at these lows though? Equal lows on gold. Equal lows on euro. But GBP took out that low. See a little SMT there. So now we're back in this imbalance across the board. So you could play like an outside day. Want to see it roll off that? Digging up into what? These up close candles. Respecting so far 50% of this imbalance. So that's kind of what I'm seeing on gold. Also in a 4-hour imbalance right here. Damn, a 15-minute entry on gold doesn't look that half bad. If you can get like down here. I mean, you have a better R just doing an hourly, honestly. We'll keep tabs on it. But yep. Kind of a wacky week. Just a bunch of break-even trades. I need a drink. That song is stuck in my head now. Guess we're just gonna wait till the open, I guess. This is the only pre-market intro I liked. Right here. Nope, no trades. This looks like a nice reversal. Oh no, that gold looks like a nice reversal off these higher time frame POIs. Daily imbalance being hit. Oh, it's weekly. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday come up. I think we can come down here, honestly. depending on, because this is like a retracement, right? Look at the week, look at the 7 hour. Daily imbalance being hit, previous day high swept out. 4 hour imbalance also overlapping with these up close candles on the hourly. We're back in OTE. It looks decent. It looks decent. So YM swept this low out. ES and NQ have not. Might have SMT here to go higher, so I'm not going to take this short right at the open. I'm going to be patient and wait. I don't really care if it comes all the way back up now, because we now have taken that low out. And we could get that TGIF, you know, back into the range. So look at the daily here on YM. We hit all-time highs, bearish closure off that. And the hourly's not really that clean either, just a lot of chop. We've just been consolidating here. Kind of broken out to the downside, but I'm not liking this move up currently. The way this wick's put in off these lows. So we'll wait. We got like 8 minutes until the open. Yeah, and you have these, like I said, these wicks, remember? Being hit. And where we hit. Look at the 50% of that being tapped. Crazy. Very, very crazy. What's the indicator showing? The candle 2 and candle 1? The fractal model indicator. Type an exclamation point end or indicator. It'll pop up in chat. Based on these high time frame candle closures, we can get bias and trade away from these swing points. Like, look, the only drawings I have are these two little boxes here in this line. Like if I take everything off. See? Very nice. I can just flip through charts. Fully customizable. It's got auto bias too. Only show you certain setups depending on these daily closures. Personally, I just have it on neutral so I see everything, but I'm trying to get back to just taking like 3 trades per week, like super high quality and just size heavy on it. I kind of feel like I've been not spamming trades, but just like trying to make shit happen. It's just kind of like not the vibe. Sometimes I feel like pressure to take a trade because I'm streaming and I got people watching. And they're like, oh, like they're gonna stop watching me if I don't push the button. But it's like I don't. At this point, dude, I don't really give a fuck. It's similar to T-Trades indicator. It is T-Trades indicator. Cause yeah, like I want to grow the stream and I want people to like keep watching, right? But not at the cost of me like losing money or forcing stuff. So if you're here for entertainment or just to like take a trade every day, then I'm sorry, but we're getting back to like making 30K in 2 trades, you know? Like not spamming these like 1 minutes, getting break even all the time. We've just been getting kind of break even, and it's kind of pissing me off. That's why I like this 15-minute setup. It looked really good. But let's say I did get tagged in here. Wouldn't even gotten a 2R. They would have edged me. This market's a bitch, dude. Look at this. I'd be getting pissed. Is T-Trade's chopped? Nah. He's a good looking dude. Is that, yeah, everyone thinks he's chopped because he doesn't show his face. All right, we're gonna open here in 4 to 5 minutes. Man, this thing's selling. So would you date him? I don't swing that way, dude. Leak his face? Nah. Would the 15-minute sweep candle 2 be in a pull split entry? This? Yeah, if you're on a 1 minute. I wasn't really watching the 1 minute at 8:15. But you could have taken this right here. Lower. After sweeping this high. Candle 2. Now you're in candle 3. Candle 4. So, this is a valid setup. I just wasn't watching the 1 minute or really at the charts, honestly. I was just sitting down. Let's watch. The 7 hour, yeah, the 7 hour's not really giving much. I mean, just showing you overnight expansion on Asia. Inside bar on London. So I was thinking we take out Asia low at least. And then we could just chop all day. Like, that's why I wanted that short. Just because that's like the easiest target. Makes sense to me to target that. We've been consolidating all of London. We can watch and see how it behaves though off this unbalance and order block that's overlapping. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I watched the video. It's like it's an old Chinese proverb. It's like if you kick a guy in the head 99 times and then you stop on the 100th, he'll thank you. But if you feed somebody rice 99 times, right, and then stop on the 100th, they'll hate you, right? So it's kind of like these streams. Like the more I do these and like the more people get used to it and expect it every day, right, the more they take it for granted. So I appreciate you guys saying thank you because that's why I'm here, right, to help. But like the second people start, getting too comfortable, like I don't have to be on here doing this for free. But I appreciate you guys showing up for me because I show up for you every day. Can I explain the benefit of the 7 hour chart? Yeah, so the 7 hour is just a way to look at the sessions. So those 6 p.m. or 1800, that's Asia. 1 in the morning, that is London. And now we're in New York, right? So if I cut the sessions on, you can see same thing. From 6 to 1, that's Asia. Then you have London, and now we're in New York. So the 7 hours is just a way to look at the highs and lows and what the sessions have done. Asia, London, New York. Appreciate it, boys. Damn, why I'm selling off. Let's see. We're going to open up here in 10 seconds. And we're back up to where I wanted to get in earlier. I'm not going to take that. It could definitely play out, but that's a... I mean, you have SMT at these lows. So, I'm not saying we're going to come back in the range and start taking out highs. But, let's watch. I'm just not trying to force, like, something on a Friday that has been kind of like a weird week anyways. Boys and girls. I mean, if this is these longs gonna play out, you need to stay above the 50%, right? If you start closing down here, then it's probably just gonna roll. I mean, this would be our long target, matching up with the projections. I mean, this is like not too bad. Let's watch it play out. I'm not really interested in shorting on or pressing the button on a 1 minute right on the first couple 1 minute candles. And you didn't close above there either, so. Maybe gold would give you a 4-hour closure, bearish closure, and then you can look for the 15-minute short. That'll be around 10 o'clock. That's the nice thing about this model is like you kind of know what times your setups are going to form. So you kind of just chill out and wait for these closures. And then you look for the trade. If it's not there, it's not there. If it's there, you take it, right? As long as it's aligned with your bias and the higher time frame stuff. You don't want to just pattern trade, right? See, I'm thinking we come back down to the low now. Just because we're disrespecting the 50% here. So this low, down here. That's the cool thing too. Like you can trade the invalidation of these setups because you're already looking at this POI to be reacted off of. So when you're bearish and we do hit that, and we start disrespecting 50%, you can look to like maybe take a continuation the other way. Dang, look, we hit where I wanted to get in earlier. Looks like it wants the low. No, it would have fed. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't OTE. Do I consider 1 minute sell? Yeah, I'll trade the 1 minute. Lows pending on these. Yeah, exactly. The S&T at the lows already. That's why I didn't take that. If we just kind of go through these lows and then keep moving, then we'll just look to trade continuation off the lows. But if we hit these lows and come back in, just gotta let the open kind of like chop everyone up, get everyone excited, and then we'll get the true direction normally close to 10 o'clock, if not after. Pass your first funded account in years, and you have been a major part of that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Zakakara? If I said that right. Love to hear it. Post it in the Discord. Let me see. We have a giveaway. We have a couple giveaways expiring in the Discord. 2 Friday model indicators and 2 25K Lucid Pro accounts, ending in 2 hours. So if you're not in that, you can join that. It's free. There's a link in the chat. It's pinned. Click that button. That party button. Look at that nonsense. They fucking around with the market. Back up. Where did I move to when I got profitable? What, like city? I've been in the same city for 6 years. Pretty much started trading like 6 years ago. Like seriously started trading back in 2020. So I've been here ever since. That looks gross. Let me back up. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. What if I said I was in Miami? Would you unfollow me? Or would you buy my course? What if I had a penthouse, but really it's just like an apartment on like the 10th floor? And there's like 20 more floors above me, but I call it a penthouse. Would you buy my course then? Um, what is the move for this? What made you switch to the fractal model? I was already trading pretty similarly to G trades, right? With the change state deliveries, the breakers, just like candle closures, right? On the lower time frames. The main thing I liked that I incorporated was the higher time frame candle closures on top of that. So I was actually looking to create my own indicator with 2 degrees, and I found out T created his own already. So I was like, oh, let me check out and see what they've done before I kind of dive in and pay these guys all this money and invest all this time, right? So I got access to the indicator and kind of messing around with it. Like, this is kind of similar to what I was kind of already trying to create, minus the high time from candle closures. So I was like, oh, let me just try it out, use it. So I've been trading that ever since. And that was about a year ago, almost. Gamecocks fan? Yeah, I went to Carolina. I went to Colorado and Boulder, then I went to Carolina. Brother, what? Holy whipsaw. I mean, you're getting lost if you go on the 5 minute or lower. 15 minutes, not too bad. Graduated? Yeah. Graduated in 4 years. With a degree in biochemistry. I used to want to be a dentist. Maybe if we close like here, we can get in. A little something like this. You know? Sketchy wicks, but nice, Noreen. Yeah, biochemistry, I like science and history, so I was like, let me go to school for that. But I don't even use my degree. I went to school 4 years. It was a fun experience. But like, in my opinion, like, I'm not, at least I say this right now. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future when I have kids, but I don't think you need to go to school to start your own business or anything like that. You definitely meet cool people and you kind of a nice environment to grow on your own. But I think personally, unless you want to be like a dentist, doctor, lawyer, or some kind of trade like that where you need the extra schooling and have to have those credentials, then there might, depending on what you want to do, there might not be a point in going to school and getting in all that debt, right? I know plenty of people who are now in a lot of debt from medical school and they're going to be working in the hospital for the rest of their life. So you just got to make sure it's really what you want to do. And for me, I kind of stepped back and I was like, I wanted to own my own practice and have like multiple dental offices and like manage them, right? And hire some people to like do the actual dentistry. And I'd probably come in a few times a week. I was more interested in the business side of it. So that's kind of why I didn't get in my first application cycle. I got an interview, just didn't get in. And I was like, damn, is this really what I want to do? So I moved back in with my parents and reevaluated. Buys at 9:30 open, 70% bearish. But so far, we've just gone to some whipsaw up and down action off the open. Well, I guess we're going to sell off on YM. Gold's not looking like it wants to sell off either yet. So, still have SMT at these lows. Look at that. T-spot hit. Now we're back up where that entry would have been. Yeah, exactly. I shouted a bunch of dentists, J-Rob, and they're kind of saying the same thing. Like, a lot of these kids who come out of dental school, they just get sucked into like those corporate offices, like Aspen Dental, other ones like that, or like Nationwide, and they just work you. Like you just come in like it's shift work, just like a hospital now these days. You come in, you punch the clock, you drill in someone's mouth, you go home. The next kid comes in on his shift, and it's just like, fuck that. I was trying to own my own practice. If we just chop, that'll be disappointing. We have like 15 minutes until 10. We're 15 minutes into the open. Haven't done much. Except engineer some equal lows if we are going to go lower. I mean, the 15-minute is the only thing keeping me sane. All right. We also have what? News at 10 o'clock. And Trump speaks at 1:30. 10 o'clock and Trump speaking at 1:30. What's he speaking on? Due to speak at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's policy conference. Ugh. Up and down and up and down and up and down. Can you take this? I just don't like how this wick came down in like an hour. Like I'd prefer like this 5-minute high have been swept. And then just trade the 5-minute. Which would also be, you know. I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It just looks like chop right here. I'd be like annoyed that, see how it keeps wicking the opening price too? I'd be annoyed that it closed right here and then just came back up. He just kept chopping on me at this point. And think about it. You have this candle left until you get a new 4-hour candle at 10 o'clock. So I'm just gonna wait for the new 4-hour candle. Which doesn't look right. Like I feel like I'm just kind of like trying to, at this point, this trade, the closure below and the retest to go down look good. At the time. But now that we've opened and done this, I'm not really interested in it anymore. Kind of just want to wait till 10. That's the thing. Like we're sitting here staring at this for the past like 30 minutes now. 40 minutes since we opened at 9 o'clock and I started streaming. The best trades just jump off the chart of you. If I'm sitting here kind of like, it looks kind of sketchy, like, no, I'm not taking that. You know? The best setups are just going to jump off the chart of you, be like, damn, I'm an idiot if I don't press the button on this. I'm going to take a stab at it, let the probabilities play out. But it looks like a decent setup. That's the trade I'm looking for. Not something where I'm like, oh, there's some wicks there. It's kind of sketchy. There's SMT at the lows. We haven't really moved much, you know, all week except for this up and down bullshit. So if it feels like I'm kind of forced, if I have to sit here and kind of really think about it, it's just not it. But I'm kind of waiting for 10 o'clock now. I'm already seeing a pop here now on YM. That's the thing, like the best trades are the ones that just jump off the screen at you. You don't have to sit here and like narrow in, really think about it to like convince yourself to take it, right? Gold still up, yeah. We can watch it. If it plays out, then it plays out. But I'll just be looking for What's oil doing? Oil about to 60. What's at 60? This gap right here. It's also what? A monthly low. March's low. Big actual gap there. Something in oil. Back to 60. That's my draw. It was a good run, oil. But the war's over. Gold's not ready to drop yet off this imbalance on the daily, so we just wait. Could also just go higher. If it does, I'm not interested. I wouldn't be surprised if we just sit here. Let's see how this hourly closes. If we close like this, might go higher with the S&T at the lows. You know? See? S&T down here. We could just go back in the range. Making lower lows. There's now S&T there. Could go up. Back to daily open as well. The intra-candle state, change state delivery. It's really just this. That's what I was trying to enter on. Right? Intra-candle, meaning it's inside this 4-hour candle. You come up, form the wick, have the change state delivery inside the T-spot. This is not a protected high. Why is that so big? This is not protected high. And you have an intra-candle, right? Inside this 4-hour candle, change state delivery, and you just enter off that. That's what I was trying to take lower. The intra-candle change state delivery is just the continuation entry that we look for in the new candle. Here's the dangerous thing, though. This is something I experienced. Here's the dangerous thing about like watching like educational trading videos, like the morning of you trying to trade, right? Because you go in, you learn something on a video, and then that very same day you want to apply it, and you actually end up like kind of forcing it because you want to like see it work, right? So you end up like only looking for that. You maybe force something. So I try when I was learning, I would not watch any educational stuff the day before I traded. I would always watch it the night before. Anyone else experience that? Waiting for 10. What's the candle 3 and 2? All this stuff? It's the high time from candle closures. Right? See this candle here? This is a candle 2 closure off this 4-hour. These are 4-hour candles since I'm watching a 15-minute chart. Go to the 4-hour time frame. It's a candle 2 closure off that fair value gap right here. Candle 2 closure. We're looking for candle 3 to expand lower. Candle 4 to expand lower. That's why I was looking for that 15-minute short here. With my stop here. Or at the body. So that's why it's painting candle 2 there. And you confirm the candle 2 closure on the 4-hour with a 15-minute change state delivery. So we're letting the reversal form, and we want to trade the continuation, right? I'm not trying to call tops or bottoms. I let the top and bottom form, and we trade away from this swing point here on the new candle. But as you can see, we're in the open. I'm just chopping around now. SMT at these lows. At current low a day. I'll zoom out. See? I'm interested to see how this hourly closes in the next 4 minutes. We closed candle 2 with SMT at the lows on a Friday. I'm just sweeping out 2 daily lows, right? These equal lows here have been swept. We could see it retrace back up. But if we just close like down here, then I'm just going to assume we take the low eventually. But so far we've done what since open? Just chopped. But it kind of looks like it wants to move higher. We're about to close candle 2 on this hourly here. So we can look for candle 3 to go higher and candle 4 to go higher. The next 2 hours. And maybe even look for what? A 3-minute entry off this 30-minute? A 5-minute entry as well? See? I'm glad I didn't take that 15-minute limit. I'd be getting stopped out right here. Told you. We might start seeing something around 10 o'clock. Trump speaks at 10 a.m. Trump speaks at 1:30. Unless you're seeing some other speech that's not on my calendar. Oh, baby. Let's get a candle 2 and go higher. For a TGIF. Back into this bullshit range. Wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't mind a 3-minute entry. A 5-minute or a 3-minute entry. I mean, you're about to form this imbalance right here. That'd be great. That's going to also time up with the hourly close. I'm thinking we hit this high, which has just happened. Form this imbalance. Then at 10 o'clock, put in the new hourly 30-minute wick into this imbalance and trade it higher. With the intra-candle change in the state of delivery like we were talking about. I'm taking these highs out. Ramo's got his alert in the chat. Watch out. Thanks for letting us know, buddy. I like the emojis. It's a nice touch. I mean, the only reason I could see this short playing out is just you're playing off the consolidation, making new highs, shorting back to the other side of the range. That's the only really thing I see a short playing out. Otherwise, it's looking like we're gonna go take this high. Makes sense. I want to see something like this. Not financial advice. Yeah, gold looks like it just wants to maybe fill on this daily imbalance. So, not interested in that, but I am interested in indices. All right, 15 seconds, and you're about to get that candle 2 closure here. You'll see it paint. You'll see a blue line pop up right here that I just drew. Bang. There it is. Candle 2. We're talking all things fractal model today. There's my alerts going off for the setup. Bruh. We're gonna go straight up now. No pullback whatsoever. News is coming out. Just had to wait through the BS. Remember the 9:30? Let it figure itself out. Just gonna chop everybody up who's impatient. All right, the news is out. Yeah, I have my sound down. He said, "How's your short, bro?" I'm assuming your stops at this high. -1 being hit. Let's leave this high for a second and come back down. I wouldn't mind like a 5-minute entry either. To take a 2-minute entry, I'm taking a 3-minute entry. The 3-minute lags, or sorry, not lags. The 3-minute lines up with the 30-minute candles. See, 3-minute, 30-minute, 1-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1 hour, 15-minute, 4 hour. So if you're gonna take a 3-minute entry, you need a 4-hour, or sorry, a 3-minute entry is gonna be a 30-minute closure, right? And the closure has to happen at a POI. If you're asking why this 30-minute is valid, that's not at a POI. Well, I mean, think about it. Normally, you want to see the external low swept. Like I wouldn't really count this low because it's not in the external range of this consolidation, right? We've just been chopping around. But there's SMT down here, so it doesn't have to take this low out. So it's technically at a POI because YM took the low out. So that's why it's still valid. There's SMT at that low. Yeah, look at what this high is, London high. These boxes are so nice. Nice visual. And you can look at the 7-hour too to see. Also a little imbalance here on the 7-hour at London high. So that could be a nice little draw. But if we come up here and hit the London high, right? We need to see how we react. We could roll back to these equal lows. But I want to long into these. So if we come back down and form some kind of entry, I'll long it. But if we hit these and come back down, I need to see the continuation, right? Off that. To support us to go higher past here. So I really want this to come back down and we can long into it. Once it gets hit, I'm not as interested. While the 7-hour, because that's what aligns with the sessions. 1800 to 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock to 8, 8 to 1600 for New York. Or morning session would be 8 to what? 8 to 3 p.m. I don't trade the afternoon though. To enable alert sound is what indicator? The fractal model indicator. I have alert set up for it. I have a video in the Discord explaining how I set these alerts up. My settings for the indicator, all that. How I set up these templates to quickly switch between certain views, certain indicator settings. Right? Cut on the daily range, the daily candles, things like that. All right, high pending. Quite annoying, huh? Been doing it wrong for a while. I don't think there's like any right or wrong way to do anything in trading. It really comes down to what you prefer and how you view the market. This is how I view it. But if you're trying to just do what I do, then yeah, I guess you could say you're doing it wrong. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. All right, high hit. Align with that -1 standard deviation. Bummer I didn't want to give us a little pullback first. London high taken. Low taken, high taken. Now what? Still in this 4-hour imbalance. I mean, the 4-hour is still bearish technically, you know? We're in the 7-hour gap off London high with the sessions here. Equal lows at the low. We kind of engineered a bunch of liquidity, just chopping around for a while. We've taken out the high now of the consolidation range. The low is technically still intact on these two. Yeah, high taken out here as well. God, I got something in my eye. Rumo, how's your short, dude? I'm praying for you. If you need a hug, let me know. We've all been there. I'm assuming you were trying to turtle soup these highs to let it roll. But I'm not interested in just buying like on these candles. Like I want to see the pullback to give us some better risk. And there's the gap from where we opened and closed. I think filled half of it. After, half. There's a lot of POIs right here, actually. There's half of the regular trading hours gap. There's London highs. The 7-hour imbalance as well. So a lot of a standard deviation here as well. Maybe we do get a little move down. I mean, I'll trade any of these to the upside. I don't really care. I just need an entry. See, I was kind of just coiling. And then we got that move. Phases of price, right? Consolidation, expansion. But we just swept the consolidation high. Honestly, I kind of want a short. I'll take the long if we actually form a continuation and respect it. But if we just dump and start disrespecting these imbalances and stuff like that, like if we close below this, because I just like the equal lows below, and I like how we're still in this 4-hour bearish structure, you know? Like, I would just prefer to short. Continue this run lower. I know it's messy. We're at a 7-hour gap. We just went London high. Equal lows now with New York and Asia. I mean, the daily candle closure is a candle 2, so now we're in candle 3 to go lower. You know? Maybe what we needed was to sweep some more liquidity after the overnight run to move lower again. If not, we can look for the long, but I'm not just going to blindly buy the fair value gaps, right? I need to see continuation for them. We're about to get a new 15-minute candle, so maybe this new 15-minute sweeps the high one last time and then gives us that breaker look. I need a drink. Welcome, Ahmed. So far, we've just chopped at the open, engineered some liquidity, and then came up, swept some London highs here. I mean, I don't know if we're going to go back to Asia high, but yeah. This is pump price up music. Share my playlist. It's just my Apple Music. To the chat. My Apple Music profile. All right, new 15-minute. Oh. and then down. That hurts Unc's ears. Please no music. I'll play music here and there. I don't just play it all the whole stream. Just when we need to lighten the mood up, and we might get a setup, you know. If the market makers are watching the stream, then maybe they'll get hype, make price jump a little bit. All right, what are we doing? $15-minute close above the high. Not bad. We're in a candle 5 now, though. You could get a new phase of price here on a 15-minute. I want to see us sweep the previous 15-minute high. Or have some kind of S&T there. We've done it here. Oh my God, you're missing the move. Dude, you're missing the move. Take the trade. I want to see this. Gimme, gimme. I might short this like for a candle 2 to the downside. Like right when we close below here. That breaker look. Off the highs, off those POIs that we all marked out up here. I'm just going to put it down here for fun. Oh, no closure there. Gotta wait. Got the closure here, though. Let's see. This would be trading at candle 2. Reversal lower. I just like the POI. You can also wait for this candle to close and then trade, you know, the next 15-minute. But no closure, no entry, right? Need that closure below. It's already inverse this gap, right? Let's see how this little 1-minute gap gets respected here. Oh wait, not that. I'm liking how we're respecting that bearish array. We've inversed this 1 minute. I like the breaker look. And if we're just going to be consolidating today, maybe we come back in the middle of the range or something. See, no closure there either. It needs to close below on this candle. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait. I mean, we're almost halfway through this 15-minute. Maybe waiting's the best. It kind of seems like it's a little too early now, and I don't like how it's just hitting the opening price here multiple times and not closing below. Kind of just makes me think we're in a consolidation. It could sweep the high out, right? So, no closure, no entry right there. What the helly? Yo. What the heck? Who tweeted? Maybe he's looking for longs now. I mean, I don't see any news. Obama. Let's watch. I mean, 3 drives. We didn't really get any kind of pullback. We just consolidated for a second. Like what? 100-point 1-minute candle. Dude, look at the range on that candle. 144 handles in 1 minute of range. The fuck? Sorry. My mom got on to me because she watches these streams and she doesn't like it when I cuss on stream. She says it makes me look not classy, like low IQ. So maybe I'll stop cussing. Dang. The VIX is above 20 for a bit. Oh, this is just looking like a messy day. But I'd kind of want to see it come back, you know? I think people are buying this breakout. Even better breaker look now. What a frick. Gold's up, filled in that daily imbalance. So, not really interested in shorting that currently. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. We have 6 minutes left. It could close candle 2 at these highs. Those points of interest we marked. We don't need it to come all the way back down here to make money. We can just do a quick little scalp. About to like 50%. Watch this imbalance. It needs to get below that. I think this 15 minutes is gonna help us decide what it wants to do once it closes. Right here. I would love to see it close below here and do something like this. Give us like a continuation entry on the new 15-minute candle that forms. Yeah, 10 a.m. I want to see. It's kind of looking like it's a little starting to kind of roll a little bit. We get that sell model. Like I said, it kind of depends on how we react at these highs and this imbalance and how we close here on the 15. Otherwise, just keeps going up. I'm not married to the bias, but there's no entry for longs. We're in a candle what 5 now? That's about to close on the 15th. So I'm not trading a candle 5. I'm not gonna long up here at these highs either. I need a pullback, probably to these lows, sweep some lows at least to then go long, right? There's no protected swing to trade away from in here. So even if I wanted to long, I couldn't. But yeah, like what was that candle? They're on demon time at the CME group exchange. Demon mode. Yeah, come on down. Come play. Come play. Digging into this consolidation. Digging into the lows of it here. Let's see how the 15-minute closes. I'm down the dump. And then here's the thing about this. If we don't get, like we get the closure below, but we never get a continuation entry. Like let's say if everybody got forms right here and we don't do this, and instead we just run through it again, go higher, then we can just trade the long off the sweep of the lows. That's the beauty of it. So either way, I want it to come down. And we'll see if the continuation forms or not. If it doesn't and just goes straight up, then we'll look for longs, right? Did ES take Asia high? No. Asia high's right here. We're right here. But there's also a 15-minute imbalance that's about to form here that lines up with sweeping some lows. So maybe the new 15-minute, if we don't close bearish here, comes down into that. Sweep some lows. Then maybe we get a setup to go long. El Grande Poto says, best price action ever. I just hate the chop and pop. Like, where's our retracement? You know? Before we hit target. We're in a new phase of price now, right? Consolidation, expansion. Kind of in this consolidation now. Out of consolidation, you get expansion, right? So you just need to wait. Could get a reversal. You know? Asia highs up here, guys. These equal highs, basically. Got my eyes. Here's what I consider the sessions. Asia, 1800 to 1 a.m. which is 6 p.m., right? Eastern time. London, 1 to 8. New York, 8 to, whenever that 7-hour candle closes, like 2, 3. But I just have it on 1600 because that's when the market closes. Go watch the 7-hour daily profile video. All right, well, here's our 15-minute close. Close candle 2, but we need to confirm it by closing down here to get bearish. So if it just comes up and sweeps the high again, then we got to wait. I like Mock's chart he put in the Discord. Need to see how 11 closes. If it closes above this imbalance, we'll probably just come up for Asia high on ES to these failure swings up here. Just waiting for a new phase of price. We're not really reacting off this imbalance yet. Kind of just slowly digging through it. You need to watch what? You need to watch this 15-minute imbalance right here. We close below. We then want to see what continuation form. We just hit this imbalance, sweep some lows, and then come back in the range, then it's probably going to go just take out the high again, right? But it's coming down to like we want. So I'm not going to enter the short right here. I'm looking for the continuation. So I can put my stop with better risk. She looks kind of ready to roll though. And this looks like the weakest one, right? So far. I've seen this before at time-based liquidity. Haven't you? With equal lows down here. Just need everything to kind of form. Let me mark something out here. Hold on. Bam. Yo. Wait. Oh, never mind. I was looking at something, but it's not actually it. Good God. Back at daily open. I mean, this is like easy targets right here. It's just not. It's kind of hard to get a read on what the market wants to do. We just chopped for 30 minutes into the open and then just spiked up to these highs. Now we're chopping again, so no real I don't trade inversion for value gaps. I can look at them. I'd rather just wait for the candle closures and trade order blocks. No strategy video. You can go watch T-Trade's videos. He goes over all this. I'll probably make my own in the future, but for now, since I don't really have any, I just have trade recaps and just me executing on it live. You can go watch his videos for like strategy. It's all on his YouTube. All right, here's the low or the high of that fair value gap. Right here, if I drag it out, you can see. All right, we hit the 15-minute imbalance here. Close below. Now I'm looking for either these imbalances are going to get created, right? And we tap into it. Already halfway through this candle. We need to see how we react to this imbalance. Haven't hit it here. We've hit it here. We have hit it here. We'll see if ES catches up or not. She looks ready, boy. It's one thing if we just kind of like hadn't consolidated up here. I think this really got a lot of people, this push up right here. All right. No real reaction off this yet. I want to see it come up into here. And then form our protected swing that I can short. Right? Something like this. Yeah. You know? The reason I'm waiting is because it could hit this imbalance and just bust through this and go higher. So I'm waiting for it to confirm. It could bust all over you. All right, imbalance hit across the board. And see, look, the 30-minute is being disrespected here. We're past 50% of this previous 30-minute. I like that for shorts. Close below it here as well. Starting to go below it here. Just need a protected swing to form now. Some kind of retracement like this to get short off of. Please don't just dump. I'm about to crash out. That's the thing, like, you could be calling these moves, but if you don't get an entry, there's no trade, right? But at least your analysis is correct. Might have to wait for the new 15-minute. But I like how we're kind of just digging into this, not really spiking off currently. We'll see how this one closes. If we close like this, you know, inside this imbalance or even below it, oh boy. The new 15-minute should give us an entry. And we got plenty of room down here. No one pays you for good analysis. You can also... I'd rather not get paid than lose money. You're just training your eye to see this stuff. And when the setup does form, you hammer it, right? For the past 30 minutes, we've been out here talking about shorts at these highs. And what we want to see. For longs, it'd have to react off this. But like I said, I kind of prefer shorts. Let's get that retracement up. Look at these equal lows down here, boy. Look at these projections down here. See? We got to spike back up. That's why I don't chase. Need to see that protective high form. There's also a little imbalance we're hitting here. We could use that. Just need to close down below this. We'll see. I would have preferred it to what? I mean, it did kind of open up. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. See, this is now looking. It's not what I wanted to see. But if it closes candle 2 off this imbalance, then we can just look for 1 minute longs, right? That was like the if-then scenario. You either close candle 2 here and you get your short entry, or we just dip into the imbalance, react off of it, and then we get our long entry, right? $10 a.m.'s right here. Let me go blue. Check 3 minute. Just inside bar. It's about to close in. Or inside bar so far. Woo! Oh boy. 76 handle stop on a 1 minute. We immediately rebalance this 5 minute range. I mean, you'd have to. We're about to get a new 15-minute candle, the next 1 minute candle, once it closes. I wouldn't mind something like this. New 15-minute opens here. Okay. We heave the swing high. We kind of chill out in here for a second. Then we resweep. And I can take the short off that. Off this high. If we just close below, then I'll just do a positional entry where I just enter on the new 15-minute candle right when it opens. Stop here. With the idea that this is now what? Protected high. My stop will be at the body. But I would prefer it to just chill out. Resweep. Then we can take the short for a better RR. If not, then I might have to do something like this. Right. All right, need 15-minute. Brazil will win the World Cup. Man, who's going to win the Trading Cup? Who's going to win Friday Cup? I think USA might win. What I don't want to see is just consolidate. See how this, we didn't close candle 2 on this 15-minute. We closed just kind of inside this imbalance, this 15-minute imbalance right here. I like that. We didn't close back inside the range on the 15-minute. Little wick form here. Not a chance for the USA. They drew last night, didn't they? Wrong button. Watch this high. Or if there's some kind of SMT at that high, that also works. Dang, they lost in the last minute. That sucks. Are we gonna get a sell-off into lunch? Todd said, last chance to go short there. Like he can see the future. It's the last chance. Bro's trying to FOMO me into a trade. All right, what are we doing? Let's not chop. Enter now or I'm going to leave the stream. Go ahead. Go ahead and leave. I'm going to do my setup pose. If you go like this, channel your energy into the... What's that? Anime? Let's sweep this high. And come back in. Think about what we've done this new 15 minute. All we've done was open. And we're forming the wick now, right? Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't want to see it trade past 50% of the body. There's a high right there. We could tag that and close back in. If we don't and we close above this high, probably going for the high today. Close right at it. So it needs to come back in now. Otherwise, I'm thinking we take out high today. We swept the high here across the board. Come on, man. Give us the short. We want to close below here. Or something like this. Look at ES in the 15 minute. I think we get the short, boys. A little something like this. A little something slight. Look at this hourly. Makes you think. We have 10 minutes to the new hourly candle. This 15 minute hasn't really done much. And we're almost halfway through it. It could dump, but we need a closure below. Mm-mm. I mean, ES 5 minute, if we're going to have to long, not half, we don't have to do anything. But if you're looking for longs, I see some people mentioning the ES 5 minute in the chat. Doesn't look bad. I don't know. Just got to see how this plays out into 11 o'clock. Haven't taken a trade yet. Or avoiding getting chopped around right now. We avoided getting chopped around in here, and it just pumped. And then we avoided getting chopped around in here. Just a lot of chop and pop. Chop. Maybe we'll get a pop. Personally, I'm still going to have to wait till it closes down here. I mean, the 3 minute doesn't look bad. It's just there's no swing point. Uh-oh. Let me get my limit right. I think it's ready to roll. Kind of looks like expansion, bear flag, retracement, whatever. I think we're going to expand down. We retested this high. This level right here. I'll take a stab at it if it goes below. Ah, man, what the? How you about to close right at it? 94.75. Yeah, we close right at it. We need closure below, dude. What is this market? What is market B? ES also hasn't closed below. So, we'll just chill. It's a sign from God. Don't take the short yet. Little imbalance right here. See how that respects. Or how it behaves. But the closure I need, it can't close right at it. It needs to close at least a tick below it. And we close right at it, the opening price. And then we have a little volume imbalance down. We'll gap down below it. That's not a closure below, in my opinion. It needs to close below it. It's kind of just looking like chop. But it still has that, look like it wants to drop. This is looking pretty bearish. If this next 5-minute candle until it closes. It just looks like we're going to go back to either 50% or other side of the range. People saying, wait till the new hourly. I mean, We can, but here's the thing. It's just so messy. Like the soccer player. We'll wait. I mean, it's just looking like consolidation. More chop. I feel like I'm losing brain cells watching this. This candle? I used the whole series. Just like think about it. This right here had a nice swing low form, like it's up, down, up, right? But this candle right here, it's just up. You know, there's no like actual swing low being put in like there was here to create a new series of up close. So that's why I'm using the whole swing. And even then, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes until a new hourly. It also, think about it. We're trying to trade this candle 3 lower. It's not wanting to go lower. It closed outside the 50%. It's just taking its sweet time. It's already towards the end of its like cycle, right? 2 minutes left. So this isn't really an expansion candle, is it? It's got a long wick. Hasn't done much. So I'm kind of just waiting for the next one. Also, the close right at the opening price is sketchy. Came back in the range. Whereas this candle, I would have expected it after closing right at the price, just close and drop lower. But instead it came up back in the range. So. And also no real closure below here on ES to kind of align with it either. Just kind of like, I demand a lot if we're just in consolidation here and it's a Friday and we've been kind of just ass all week. We're still holding this. But we're making what? A higher high here? We're making lower highs. Swept a high here. Back down. We need to see how 10 or 11 o'clock behaves. So far, being picky has kept us out of what? This mess. Ugh. Gold. Not doing anything. All right, it's 11. It's a pretty bearish closure, I'd say. It didn't close back inside the other for candle 2, but it closed back inside the range. Off London high here. And ES didn't disrespect this. It kind of closed back inside. Let's watch. Just a lot of chop, pop, chop. It's almost like at this point, kind of seems like 50-50. Just based on the closures on the hourly. I do like how ES didn't close back inside the range though. Kind of makes me think we're going to come up here. Or at least put in a new high day. There's SMT at these lows, right? So if we're going to go higher, you could technically long this, with this being a protected low on ES for a 5-minute entry. Candle 4. See, I think we're going to come up. SMT down here. Sketchy wick, but if we start trading past 50%, then it's probably just going to take the high. We're at 50% right now. There's no wick on this hourly candle though. On ES. But this 15-minute is holding, just very slowly, just hanging out. 15-minute balance holding. He said I took NASDAQ going only up for granted because what the hell is this? We are literally chopping on a 1-minute barcode. Someone call the doctor. SMT at these lows though. I mean, you got all these highs. Zach's abandoning his short idea. Damn right. Maybe we can get a 15-minute entry. That looks the cleanest, honestly. A little something like that. The next 10 minutes or so. No. We'll just watch. I mean, when in doubt, zoom out. Otherwise, you're going to get too sucked in on this and think that there's something here when there's not. When in doubt, zoom out. Play some music. Because this, think about it. This candle 2 closer, candle 3 down. This candle 4 should have expanded down. It didn't. We're hanging out now. SMT at these highs. Right here. Is it time to drop? SMT right here. I think it's ready. Let's mark it out. Yeah, like I'm not just gonna short. Like I want to see it hit these lows, then give us another continuation or something. There's really no trade though. Currently. Just gotta wait. Who can name me this song?
Tiempo ya no salía, llegué a la casa hoy. Ya me salieron unos mandados y unos kilitos. Los que bailaban, casi pisaban, los nuevos Cristian Dior. No pasa nada, mi mamacita, este es el beat de hoy. Me hizo Margiela, la chamarrita, la que me cargo. No sé que no han visto, pues no ha salido. Tengo la colección. No tengo estilista, pero qué chingón me he visto. No tengo la pista y a capela las desvisto. Viajes, lujos, carros, ni me manden los recibos. Me siento Bruce Wayne porque...
Didn't Mexico win last night? Or the other day? Yeah. They beat South Korea by 1-0. Mexico on top. Taco Friday. What is boring Friday? I'm telling you, people get caught in these, they see these large moves and they get excited and they want to make something happen and they get caught in this. Like, holy chop. Almost an hour of chop. Look at this. Do we send the 15-minute entry? SMT at these lows? I might have to send it and just go to the gym and let it play out to these highs. I don't think we sit here and chop forever. Out of consolidation, you get expansion. And on a 15-minute chart, this just looks like a V-shape reversal, SMT, expansion, retracement into this imbalance. Respecting 50% of it. Right? Close above, we just take... It might look like a grinder here on the lower time frames, but zoom out. You know? We can need to get the fuck off this 1-minute chart. If it closes above, I'll hop in it. Otherwise, we're just gonna sit here. In this decoupled market.
del compa Juan portar dinero.
Watch the consolidation lows.
Saqué la mochila y tomé varios riesgos. Y ahora me cuelga que el hielo.
Nos fuimos para arriba, yo no busco fama. Backpack Boys, la marihuana. A veces en la playita se destrampa. Le gustan las de champaña.
I'll give it to like 11:30.
Vamos al antro con los panas. Cierro tratos con Gelaro. He de cuidar siempre yo mi identidad.
Balas traigo y por un lado, mi carnal, debemos de cultivar. Backpack Boys.
Alright, low hit. Are we just gonna sell off now? Consolidation low hit. Low here, here,
Nuestras
here.
flores las convertimos en magia. Y los verdes bien se gastan. En Los Ángeles donde encontré mi casa. Descendencia mexicana.
De pies a
Sell the
cabeza,
SMT.
mi cuerpo las marca. Y una rubia me acompaña. Pocos son los que conocen de mi cara. Con papi pa' la plebada.
En Las Vegas de vestuario Valenciaga. O en los antros la
Dixie Normus. Says sheesh, playing bangers.
y el acto he de cuidar. Siempre yo mi identidad.
Balas traigo y por un lado mi carnal.
Alright, how are we gonna react to this low? Are we gonna hit these imbalances and then move lower? We're just gonna run right through them.
Ahí le va, primo.
That song goes hard. I feel like right when I hop off, it's just gonna do something. It's just gonna drop or something like that. If I hop off. Oh, I'm getting like tired watching this. FOMO. It's only FOMO if I act on it. Please hop off. I'm in shorts. Alright. Bet. I'm off. See you guys. Should drop now. There it goes. I tricked it. I tricked it for you. You just need to monitor this 5-minute imbalance. It's hitting. About to sweep consolidation low on ES too. The little dotted line, that's a 5-minute imbalance. 10 o'clock. 10 a.m.'s right here. Let's make it like, I don't know, blue. Yeah, I mean 50% from this range high to range low. We just hit. Also hit a 5-minute imbalance right here. Low 0925. SMT at these lows right now with ES and in Q. Oh man, oh man. We took these consolidation lows out, hit 50% of the range at a 5-minute imbalance. And you're starting to see it kind of react. This is either going to be a speed bump with the imbalance and go lower, or we're going to reverse off this. And we're going to go to all these failure swings.
Prometí que iba a olvidarte, pero me fallé. Yo te volví a buscar porque por la noche yo fui débil y no pude evitar llamar a tu celular. Perdón, no lo sabes, pero yo
Gross.
te quiero con el corazón, te quiero con el corazón.
I might take this 5-minute long on ES. SMT, we finally took out some lows, came in at 50%. Yeah. It's also a 15-minute imbalance we hit. And you have SMT with these lows right here. I might send that to these highs. For the culture. He needs to close above though. Looks ready. Off these lows. Consolidation low swept. I can get 10 minis. Let's go. Oh my god. Closes 24.25. Right at my level, dude. What are we doing? You gotta be shitting me. On some bullshit. It's alright. Oh wait, let's see how NASDAQ behaves at this 5-minute. Peso Puma keeping the cortisol low. Annoying. Lion? Mine's got these highs right here. I think we go long. I just want to see it close above. Guess you could have gotten the closure here with SMT. But let's wait. Back inside the range. What's the target? On ES? All these failure swings right here. That's kind of like what my draw is for upside. So we got 2 minutes. Maybe it closes right here and we can hop in. But I'm targeting these highs. Da 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 da. Even better if NASDAQ closes above here. I'm not gonna like get picky. I'm just gonna mark it in if it's decent. It's still like to those highs like 3 point something. Even if I got in here, it'd be like a 2R. You know? So I'm not gonna get too greedy with the entry. Chill out, man. Wait for me. Where you going? That's some annoying shit right there. Where it closes right at your level. Not one tick above. It's happened twice now. It saved us from taking the loss in NQ. If it's not giving entry here and it's already up, do we just long NQ? Look at YM. Sometimes I feel like if you kind of have that feeling where it's just like it closes right at it, good enough. Just buy it. But it saved me a few times from taking a loss, so this is not a 2R. So maybe if you want to on NQ, that's like 100 handles on 5 minute. Just so you got in here. I think this looks good. I think she's ready. I'll wait for a retest. Really would like to see it come down before we take the high out. I'm not gonna do this from not even a 2R. It's not worth it? Got it. I want to take NQ, but it's the weakest one. You know? It's making lower lows. But it kind of has that breaker look now, right? I'm waiting for a retest. Or the 15-minute closure to give us a 1-minute entry. I think it's ready to run. I think we're going to move out of this. We can still look for 1-minute entries. NQ, I'll be targeting these highs. They line up with the highs over here. So annoying, dude. You know exactly what it wants to do. Just can't get your fucking entry. What? This is some rage bait price action. For real. Maybe we'll get something like this off this high. Holy frustration. I mean, think about it. This is a candle 2 closure, right? On a 5-minute. Candle 3 expansion, candle 4 expansion. I'm about over it, honestly. Just as it's starting to move, though. Da, 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 da. Let's watch 2 minutes till this 15-minute closes. Here and here. See, we've already taken this high out. I'm not just going to blindly. I don't want to just limit back after sweeping this high. I wanted this high to stay intact, and I can get tagged in. But now that it's hit, I'm not saying there could be SMT here, and we drop, right? Because this is consolidation high on ES. So I kind of want to just look for a 15 or like a lower time frame continuation entry. Like, look, you're about to get there's a 3-minute here. Let me clean this up. There's a 3-minute imbalance right here we could use to get long. Close above. Trade it higher on NASDAQ. Same with ES. So we'll see. Come here. Oh my God. Retracement. Expansion. I'm getting a headache from this nonsense. Did we just send it? Dude. All right. New 15-minute, new 30-minute. Bruh. What a bunch of malarkey. Yeah. Should just market order in here, honestly. But like, I'm trying to long the right one, you know? The correct, strongest pair. But live and learn. I mean, high here. Sat through all that just for it to. It's been what? Chop, pop, chop, pop. Oh my God, my neck. Ain't over till it's over. Da, 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 da. Oh. Equal highs. 1 minute entry. Incoming. 1 minute entry incoming. Get rid of these. Which one, gang? ES or NQ? I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Let's long the 1 minute ES if it presents itself. So wick here. There's a tiny wick here. We just need these imbalances to hold, right? This series of imbalances. Just hit those. I don't know. NQ's so close to this high. I'd probably just long the stronger one. Are we gonna reverse off this? Because this high has not been taken yet. And we just swept buy side on YM. Oh my gosh, if we just come back in here and start chopping, I'm getting off. Let's see. We might be get a snag, a little scalp. If not, I'm getting off. This is usually about the time I hop off anyway, so. What the heck? Phases of price. Expansion, consolidation, expansion. We moving. I like ES better. For a little something like this. Go break even at that high. Appreciate it. This is how we do it. I'm hiding. I'm hiding from the market makers so they don't see me. What my plan is. Close above here. Little wick. Put in a little bit bigger wick on this 15 minute. Just need these imbalances to hold. Oh yeah. One of these days. Give me 2R. 3 minute looking good. Hit a 3 minute imbalance. Reacting off that. It's a 5 minute imbalance there, kind of sketch, but I think we're going higher, boy. Give me a closure. Oh my god. Come. Just a little bit higher. If it just spikes, I'm getting off. My camera's about to die. Dude. Really? Limit me in. Dude, close. So close. I want to get in at my price, otherwise I'll just miss the move. I've already sat through all this nonsense. NQ hit. It's high. Go home. It's Friday. I'm already at home, buddy. I'm already am home. I'm in my room. Give me continuation scalp. If we just don't limit me in on that, then I'm going to get off. And come back on Monday. Do it all over again. No SMT. My entry's at a little 1 minute imbalance. All right. A little retest. Yeah, could get a little 3 minute entry. Look at these highs. We're just below this one right here. Come on down. We're about to get a what? Another 15-minute candle in 4 minutes. A little late morning trade. Just trying to scalp it up. And if it doesn't hit, I'm getting off. I don't try the PM session now. Let's see. Do my last trade for the week. We can get tagged in here. And key retapped. Bro. Fuck this shit. I'm getting off. She don't want to tap. Yeah, I'm getting off. Fuck this. What a shit week. Back-to-back break-evens. My battery's about to die on my camera. Literally calling the moves, the analysis, just can't get a fucking entry, dude. Watch till this high gets hit. I'm like, why not just market order in up here, right? Because my R is going to be like, I need it to come all the way up here. I'm trying to get... I don't know if it's going to hit this high and just immediately retrace. And not get my 2R. I'd be break even now if I was in this, though. I'm about over this price action, though. I'm about over it. Like, what are these days? Like, this rage bait entry here teased us with a little move here. Just, like, really annoying. And then I'm trying to be a good boy and trade the stronger one. Trying to be a good boy and not have a 115 handle stop. 2R all the way up here, you know? But I'm about over it. If this had just closed a tick above, we would have been money on this right here. 10 handle stop, exactly. We would have cooked on that. That would have fed generations. You know? That trade right there would have ended world hunger. But nope. It wants to close right at it. But yeah, camera's dead. I'm going to end the stream here. Just some tricky action, but just look at the phases of price, right? Expansion, consolidation, expansion. I know people saying the micros closed above. I don't trade the micros. I just look at these. So, yeah. But we'll end it here. Thanks for coming, guys. This has kind of been like my final like TP. It's Friday. I don't know what it wants to do now. But we did the giveaway, actually. I forgot. Let me cut my camera off so I'm not staring at me. Here we go. Let's do the giveaway. Keyword is what should the keyword be? We'll just make the keyword rage. Coming back down now. I would say bait. We'll just make it rage. Keyword is rage. People joining are like, what the hell? People spamming rage in the chat. Back down we go. I'm over it. I got a headache sitting here watching this. Trying to make sense of that 1 minute consolidation and then we'll end it when this, get in now. We're going to end it when this candle closes. I need to go to the gym. Giveaway keyword is rage. I'm raged. Also, if you haven't joined yet, join the Discord. We have giveaways ending in the next 10 minutes, actually. And if you don't win the indicator here, you can actually win one of them in the Discord. Giving away 2 of them, actually. So, link to join is right here in the chat, or you can go in the description. I need a break after this week. This week has been kind of ass. But yeah, next week, double portions. I'm double dipping. All right, let's end it. If you're not in now, forever hold your peace. 3, 2, 1. Bang. Jay Watman, you're the winner. Congrats. DM me on Discord. I'll get you your code for 100% off the fractal model indicator. As for the rest of you guys, thanks for coming. If you haven't dropped a like on the stream yet and you like the stream, do so. It'll help me out in the world of algorithms and YouTube and stuff. And if you're not subscribed here already, do that. Hit subscribe. You'll be able to get notifications when we go live in the future. So, unfortunately, we couldn't really get this money entry right here. Live and learn. Sometimes it happens. But this is just making you more patient, right? When you don't get what you want, just testing your patience, right? How patient can you be to not break your rules, stick to the system, right? Not deviate. And if I had market ordered in here, when we close right at it, when I demand a closure above, and this trade played out, and it won, and I made money, all that's doing is building bad habits, right? So this right here, being able to sit here and watch it play out, not give us an entry, it's just building that patience muscle, right? So we're not building bad habits. We're trying to enforce good ones, win or lose. So appreciate you guys coming. Have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys here next week.